Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Religion Today. So I have a little friend here to help me out. We're going to talk about baptism again, and we're going to do a little bit of review. And so I have my friend Molly here. So this is Cameron's old doll from when she was young. And this is actually Cameron's baptism gown that she actually wore for baptism. So we're just going to take a minute and we're going to review a little bit about baptism, and then we're going to end with a little talk about Mary, and then I'm going to wish you guys a great weekend. So one of the things that we learned about this week was baptism. And when we are baptized, that is our first sacrament that we receive as Catholics. And when we receive that sacrament of baptism, we now belong to the church. We become part of the Catholic Church, and we become part of the family. That's a way that we are welcomed in. And so during that time, your moms and dads and godmothers and godfathers made a promise that they would raise you in the Catholic faith. And so I have a pretty good feeling that's why you're at St. Jude School, because they are honoring that promise that they made. So Molly here is going to help us talk just a little bit about the symbols of baptism. So you remember this week that we learned a little bit about the symbols of baptism, and I know that you understood it because of the paper that you did yesterday for me. You had to list 5 things that you might see at a baptism. So a lot of you listed mom and dad, which was awesome. And then some of you listed the candle, the oil, the water, the white garment, which are all correct answers. So I know that you got it, and I'm super proud of you. So just a reminder, when the priest comes over and blesses the baby, right, with his little thumb, he dips it in the oil, and that chrism oil goes across the forehead in the sign of a cross. And that, boys and girls, is a representation of the Holy Spirit. And then, of course, he takes the water and he pours it over the baby's head. And what does he say? You guys all wrote this down, so I know you know it. I baptize you in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. And that's when he puts the water on the baby's forehead. And of course, the white garment symbolizes purity because you're brand new and you're without sin. So it's a beautiful thing there. And then, of course, the candle, the baptismal candle, reminding us always to let that light shine. So you guys did a great job with that this week. And I'm so glad I could bring Molly here to help me out. But the second thing I want to remind you about as Catholics is many Catholic churches celebrate the tradition of the May crowning. And what is that? Well, in the month of May, we honor the Blessed Mother. And when we honor the Blessed Mother at one of the masses, generally our first communion class, which would be our second graders, will take one of our school masses, and they will crown Mary with a beautiful crown of flowers. They'll play a beautiful song. They will process down the middle aisle with the crown, which is made out of beautiful flowers, and they will put it on Mary's head. And some of you may remember it from preschool, because I think preschool was there last year. But don't worry, because you're only in kindergarten, so next year in first grade, you'll get to see it, okay? So really important that we honor our Blessed Mother in the month of May, because we know that she is somebody that we can always pray to, and she is somebody that always had faith and always said yes to God. And so what you're going to do today, as she's watching over us, oh Mary, dear Mother, we sing a song to thee, right? She's our Queen of Heaven. You are the Queen of Heaven. So what we're going to do is on Seesaw, there's this little picture that I'm going to let you color and cut out. Now listen, you do not have to print it out. If you would like to, you can go ahead and just draw it out on your own piece of paper. You could draw this picture of Mary, color it, cut it out, and then you can add it to a colored piece of paper. It can be any color. And then you're going to cut out some flowers and add some flowers around here, okay? And then you're going to take a little picture of them and pop it up on Seesaw. And then the last job that you're going to do is, on Seesaw, it says, I can pray the Hail Mary. So you are going to click on that. You're going to tap add. You're going to add the response. And the only response is to click the microphone. And in the microphone, you're going to say the Hail Mary for me. And that's it. All right, guys? So I love you so much. I'm super proud of you. I know how hard this is for you, and I know how hard you're working. And I just want to wish you a beautiful Mother's Day with your mom. And I also want to wish you an awesome weekend, because you deserve a break. Okay? So love you guys so much, and I will see you back here on Monday, okay? Bye, guys. Happy Mother's Day.